there, net dwellers. I am Joe Maven. Welcome to another video of mine. And as it is the month of as it is the month of February now, and I mean, depending on when the day this video is released, I'm hoping that it's released on the day of actually Valentine's Day. But since I'm single, I thought what better way to celebrate the holiday by putting out a video that I've been wanting to do anyway. That is spilling the beans on what my favorite fictional character crushes are. Fictional characters in TV shows, books, or movies, or even Broadway shows maybe. We all have had our own fictional character crushes. And if you are saying that you never have ever had a fictional character crush, you're lying. You're lying. You have. Don't. It's not nice to lie. Don't. Lie. But that's why I'm putting this list together, sharing my top 15 of my personal fictional character crushes that I have. And those of you know me well personally, number one might not be surprising at all to you. I think you already know what number one might be, and you're probably thinking, oh, he probably just made this list so that he can say for the millionth time what his biggest character crush is, just so he can make this video. But yeah, that's why. Now, how about I just get this show on the road, yeah? Alright, so here is my top 15 fictional character crushes. Okay, so number 15, my number 15 spot for who's my favorite fictional character that I have a crush on is Mulan from Mulan. The reasons are because she is very determined. She's a person that is very, very strong, but isn't shoving in the face how she's strong. And she's not a female character after she's stronger or after she beats up a guy, a character doesn't go whoa, you're pretty strong for a woman. No, she's strong, and the characters go oh, yeah. There isn't a lot of big reasons why she's my crush. Part of it is that she is very pretty looking, but more it's what really does attract me more for her is how much strength she has, how much strength she possesses and showcases, but she doesn't show off her strength. She just has strength, and she just so happens to have it, and her determination is, I think, the biggest qualities that really, really make her one of my Disney crushes. Hey, simplicity is never wrong when it comes to which character you have a crush on. Anyway, next one, here we go. On my number 14 spot on my list is the character Merida from Brave. Look-wise, Merida, I feel is the most prettiest, most beautiful Disney princess out of all Disney canon. Sounds bad, but personality-wise is not why I have a crush on Merida. Her personality is she's a normal teenager, so I get why they made her a brat, because most teenagers are stuck up and self-centered. Not all. But it's likely that a good half are. And again, I know that she's a brat, and she's kind of only thinks of herself in the Star movie. She has an arc, but in the Star movie, she only thinks about just herself. But man, her poofy ginger hair, it's so curl. It's curl and ginger, and I just want to rest. It's like a pillow. It's like a pillow, and I want to rest my head on it, and ginger. It's the whole thing with ginger hair. I don't know. Ginger hair's but it's also Scottish accent. Just like any European accent, it just makes me instantly blush. Merida definitely, and part of it is because of the poof in the hair, but also the Scottish accent. The Scottish accent is just like the sound of the Scottish language is just, it's just so beautiful to me. I mean, like, Scotland is so, I've never been, but like, way people describe it, and like the look of it, and the look of Scotland in like scenes from movies where movies were shot there. It just looks so beautiful. Everything about Scotland to me, even though I've never been there, just seems so beautiful, and the accent is just so it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Scotland's pretty, and the accent's pretty, and Merida's pretty. Yeah, that's it. That's why Merida's, yeah, look-wise, the biggest crush I have on a Disney princess, look-wise. Prettiness-wise. But now we'll go to the next one. Yeah, the number 13 spot on my list is Lenny from Legion. If you haven't seen Legion, you have my permission to skip this part, like this whole section, because I am going to drop a whole bomb on evolving this character of Lenny from the show Legion. That is a big spoil that won't ruin the show for you, but it's a big part that like shocked me when I first came across it and experienced it, that I hope I want all of you to experience. So if you haven't seen the show, skip this section. All you need to know is that Lenny from Legion, played by Aubrey Plaza, is my number 13 spot. Now, those people that haven't seen the show, gone. The people that have seen the show, yes, I am admitting now that I have a crush on a character that is actually a human-eating parasite. The creature that it actually is, like, who's actually a big, like, chubby blob creature with a pale skin. I'm attracted to that, apparently. I got the hots for a parasite. A human-eating parasite, apparently. But all of it is due to Aubrey Plaza, where she plays a part of that parasite as Lenny, because Lenny, I loved, adored her in Parks and Rec. Aubrey Plaza as April Lovegate, but it's this show. She performs what in my mind is Marvel's equivalent to Heath Ledger's Joker. No joke. Her performance in Lenny, it's just her performance. It's just, it's why I have the biggest attraction to Lenny, Lenny's character. All thanks to Aubrey Plaza. I mean, like, Aubrey Plaza is just such a quirky, like, out there person that's you just can't help but love. Here is the greatest role she has ever been given. I don't think, like, she'll top this role ever. She's a great actress, but nothing will top her in this. Her character in Lenny is, like, a dream role. I feel like every actor wishes to be, where she can go nuts and do whatever. I'm you, I'm me, I'm everything you want to be, and it's just so, yeah, pretty. I'm in love with the parasite, and it's the dance scene, and just the outfit she wears, just like, she's so insane too, but she's so quirky in Aubrey Plaza. Next one. Harley Quinn is on my number 12. Which version, since there's many versions of Harley Quinn, that version, of course, is Batman the Animated Series. The first appearance of Harley Quinn, even before comics, I love her because she's such a fascinating figure. She's like a Shakespearean character, tragic, but she's just like the tragedy of like how she was such a stable person, but this stranger, like man that she came across, like caused her to lose all that stableness, and like, yeah, tortured her, mentally abused her, and still abused her, and like crushes her. It's breaks my heart every time I'm thinking of the character. But when you take Joker's relationship out of the picture, and you just look at Harley Quinn's character as a whole by herself, she is one of the most like charismatic, most complex, and most fascinating, most the best thing about her, fun female villains ever. Yeah. Next one. Alright, so number 11 then is Michelle from 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now I really had to think about this character. I have a crush on the character Michelle in 10 Cloverfield Lane. All because of the performance of Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who's instantly now also has become my celebrity crush. And it's very hard for a movie to like make me have a celebrity crush instantly on a celebrity or person just from one form of art. This movie did that for me because like her character as Michelle is just gives off like she plays the perfect leads, the perfect character that you want to follow because she's in a situation that's awful, that if you were in yourself, you'd want to get the heck out too. So like we instantly follow her. Me, I would have instantly have given up and like I was like, oh, I guess I'm stuck here. But like no, she perseveres in this hard situation where like she can fear like at any moment this creepy man will kill her. Also, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she just has that girl next door look, and that's always looked at. I fancy Michelle because of those reasons. She has perseverance. She's determined in times that, I mean, you could say are a little rougher in that movie. And also Mary Elizabeth Winstead's performance and just her like how she's pretty. How she's pretty too. But mostly because determination. Definitely. Yeah. Next one. Number 10 is Belle. And Belle from Beauty and the Beast animated version, her voice, like whenever I hear Paige O'Hara's voice through Belle, it just screams Disney. It's the most Disney voice besides Walt Disney, of course. But like when I hear Belle's voice in my ears, all I think of is just Disney. It's the most Disney-esque sound I've ever heard. No other voice actor has done that in any other Disney movie for me, but Paige O'Hara's vocals for Belle. I love the traits and qualities that she has. She is like one of the biggest role models for not just little girls, but for little boys, for everyone. I feel like everyone should aspire to be like Belle. Because like she's in a town where like people are making fun of her. Oh, she reads? Oh, nerd. And yet when she hears that, she's like, oh, screw you, I don't care, I'm just gonna read my books. Nerded out, proud of being a nerd. And number 9 spot for my character crushes is Mia from La La Land. There are a lot of things that I love about La La Land, of course, since it's my second favorite movie of all time. But one of those is the character Mia. I think what makes me attracted to Mia so much is, for one thing, Emma Stone. She's just so likable and quirky. And plus she had ginger hair, so that helps too. But no, I think it's definitely because she wants to work in film and her knowledge of old classic Hollywood movies. But I think the biggest thing that really makes me swoon over her character in the movie is just how passionate. And yes, Sebastian is passionate in the movie too, but she really is. Just seeing her talk about her love of film, just how can you not see me? How I wouldn't be just like that for the character like that. Just talked about her love of movies so much. Yeah, that's a major thing that really catches my attention in fictional characters. Just that they're passionate in the things that they love to do. And Mia definitely does that. Plus Emma Stone. So next one. Alright, so for number 8, Nebula from the MCU movies. Okay, it's not She's not on here solely because she's got the face of Karen Gillan on her, and she's played by Karen Gillan. Okay, yes, that's the biggest reason why. But, there's more reasons. And also because she's blue. She's blue. Yes, the character is a blue, bald, blood-hungry, bloodthirsty, like, fear-mongering, blue alien assassin lady. And if I tried to be romantic with her at all, she'd slit my throat. But she'd do it so adorably, though, and she... I'm ashamed, yeah, I know, but Karen Gillan, she plays it so well, she plays... She's so pretty playing an assassin, so amazing as an assassin. I'm 21. But, like, even if it wasn't, Nebula wasn't portrayed by Karen Gillan, I feel like I have a crush on the character because the character is just so fascinating. She fought battles between different people, especially Gamora, her sister, her stepsister, and adopted sister, and like how every battle that Nebula lost, like Thanos, like put apart her body and put it back together, but replaced new parts of her body with like cybernetic parts to her body, and so yeah, took her body apart and then rebuilt it bit by bit by bit, traumatizing her, and like how she has that grudge, how like she didn't want that at all. She wanted to have a great relationship with Gamora, but like Gamora didn't really stop that from happening. She's like pulled from a Shakespeare tragedy. If one of Shakespeare's characters were a blue bald alien blood hungry assassin lady. And I love the fact that like at this point, like as shown in the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, we don't know whether or not she's a hero or how she's with the Guardians now, or she's still a villain maybe. We don't know. She's pretty much an anti-hero. She's kind of playing both sides, and she's like the Loki. But that's through Karen Gillan's performance, her being played by Karen Gillan, and just her complex character and backstory all make her a reason why I find her pretty as a blood-hungry, blue-balled alien assassin. Next one. Number 7 is Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Or as I like to call, the universe's mom. Daenerys is everyone's mom. I gotta make it weird. But no, I just started watching Game of Thrones. I'm in the middle of season 2. Don't at me. I'm freaking millennial. She thinks of others. She's very, very humble, and she has all the qualities that a great leader and ruler and like keeper of a tribe like one should be. Daenerys, like Clark, and she's also so pretty. She's so pretty. With the dragon, and she's the leader. Dragons, and Lemire Clark, and so pretty. Not much else to say about her. She's perfect, she's pretty, and she's a great leader to the people that follow her. So, yeah. Man, that was fast. Daenerys, she's my number 7. Next! Now, number 6 then is, of course, it's a weird name. I wrote down all the names. Sugarcane Kowalski. Marilyn Monroe. Sugarcane, played by Marilyn Monroe in Some Like It Hot. Most of her performances in most of the movies that she performed in was based off of her personality. It was run off of her personality. And for some of them, it worked. Some of them, she needed a bit of it more. And a lot of them, it was just, she was just, oh, there's that girl, ooh. That girl's something. And she is that kind of character in Some Like It Hot, but like what really attracts me to the most to Sugarcane in Some Like It Hot is like how human she seems. For Jack Lemmon, she never finds out that that's actually a man. She thinks that she is just another woman like her. Tony Curtis, she finds out, maybe I'm spoiler, is a dude. War drag. But like, for the time being throughout the rest of the movie, she looks at these men as women. Nonetheless, though, like, her relationship with them and how she interacts with these two people are what, the qualities that I love about her character in this movie. Like, how she seems like an actual person, like, how she shares, like, her past experience with boys, and how she's just going on this trip with this group of women to get away from, take her mind off those past relationships, those bad relationships, and it just seemed very like human and genuine, like a character that she portrayed like that. But this is her best performance ever, because I saw her more than just Marilyn Monroe. The movie made me forget that this was Marilyn Monroe. This was actually a character, but that shouldn't merit like why I have a crush on her. I mean, I do have a crush on her because it is Marilyn Monroe, and it's hard not to have a crush on Marilyn Monroe. But like, it took it to new heights because like, the movie, her character playing Sugarcane, like, just gave me more reasons to love her character more than just because it's Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Next one. Yeah. 5 then is Lady Bird from Lady Bird. I've one excuse to talk about this freaking movie. Finally can now. Aspects of Lady Bird I see in aspects of a bunch of my best friends, and aspects of Lady Bird I see in myself. She's in drama! When I feel like I fell in love with the character when it was shown the audition scene of like her auditioning for the play, and the song that she sings like I can't. But no, it's that moment that made me go like with it, because I mean like she's so sweet, but like she's so energetic and she's so passionate, just like Mia from La La Land. Maybe it's just because she's in theater and she's a fan of the theater, and she's weird, she's odd. I guess I like weirdness. She's wacky and she's quirky. I just love quirky. Next one. 4 on my list is, of course, Maggie Dubois, played by Natalie Wood from Great Race. She's the very definition of an underrated actress, and her life story is so fascinating. A lot of the characters on this list, I have a crush on, being a lot of their biggest qualities that I find very cute and attractive, being how much fun they have, how much fun and pleasure they have in having fun. And Maggie Dubois definitely has that. And just how hilarious she is in the movie. Going up on the likes of Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon, comedy heavyweights, and she's still, like, I'd say is even funnier than both of them in this movie. She has so much perseverance, and like, she will get the case done, she'll get photo evidence done, and she will win the race no matter what, even if it means like sabotaging other people to get her end. It's one of the best comedic performances, not just from actors, but from any performer I've ever seen. I just love quirky characters. I'm attracted to quirkiness, and I think it's so beautiful, quirkiness, and it's a weird video. But yeah, Maggie Dubois, she's so fun in the way of how like much passion she has doing what she loves, and how she's got to get the story, and she knows what she believes in, and she fights what she believes in. Feels like she's on top of the world. How she's realized what she knows like is right in her mind, and she goes to all lengths to like let nothing else like tell her that that's wrong, anything that she just thinks like, no, this is what I believe, and nothing else will stop me from believe in anything else. Next. Yeah, it's Ray. It's Ray. She's a character, like, I think, no, I know. I mean, like, I fell in love with the character because, like, she's just so, like, fun-loving, and she's easily relatable to everyone. We all like to tell ourselves that something out there is more bigger than any of us comprehend. That will make our lives grander when our lives probably aren't in the best places right now. And we tell ourselves, oh no, something's gonna happen, it's gonna make all things better, yeah, and my life will be greater. We can all relate to that, as she relates to, like, saying, oh no, my parents are gonna reveal themselves, they're gonna come back to me, and my life's gonna be perfect. We've all can relate to that, and that I can easily relate to her in that aspect. The moment I knew I fell in love with her was when Han Solo says, oh, you don't want to join us? That's shame. I think Chewie had a liking to you. It's starting to get to like you, something like that. And she was like, paused a little bit, like, and made that face, like, after Han said that, it's like, and right when she made the face, like, I knew, I was like, darn it, I'm in love with you, darn it. You make a face like that and marry me. She's the perfect lead character that I instantly want to follow, and I want to see her, like, make it out okay in each iteration, and each time we follow her and her journey and the rest of the character's journey, but especially hers. It is part and due from the performer portraying the character, but just how fun-loving all these characters that I have crushed on. If they all have one thing in common, it's just that I'm attracted to all of them and I have crushed on all of them because they're so much fun. They have fun with what they do. There's a lot of wonder in her eyes. I think that's something that I really have bigger reasons probably why I have a crush on her, because she's always so curious and she's wonder-eyed. Every time she sees something new, it's like, no, it literally is the first time she's seen it. So literally, it's like her being a kid at Disneyland for the first time. And anyway, next one. Number 2 then is, she has a weird name, but A Gammon, played by Paulette Goddard from Modern Times. It was early Hollywood, where, like, roles for women weren't that big. You can make the case that it really isn't the best that it can be now, but it really wasn't like that then. I watched Modern Times for the first time, and it's now become one of my favorite movies of all time, because I just love Charlie Chaplin. He's my inspirations. Not only that, but I was taken aback from Paulette Goddard's character in this movie. Paulette Goddard in Modern Times is just so lovably, again, eccentric and joyful, but also she's got spunk. She has so much spunk, and it's like that kind of spunk, like, hey, Rangers, let's go out and take on the world kind of personality. I was shocked how amazed and how I was like, wife? I always try to research, like, was there ever, like, any, in the, reigns of, like, Buster Keaton or, Charlie Chaplin, of, like, silent film slapsticky, performers, female performers, like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. I didn't find any. I don't find any, but Paulette Goddard in Modern Times, she is hilarious. She is beyond words so hilarious. She is genuinely really funny. Like, her comedic timing to me is, like, beyond other levels. It must be very like a lot of pressure to be sharing the same screen as a comedic like overlord, like comedic icon such as Charlie Chaplin, and yet, dare I say it, she is equal at the amount of comedy and hilarity that Charlie Chaplin is in Modern Times. But a lot of scenes she's actually much funnier than Charlie Chaplin. I love Charlie Chaplin. He's the best, in my mind, the best man who ever worked in Hollywood, ever. But it seems in modern times she stole a lot of scenes from him. I love Paulette Goddard's character of A. Gaiman. Now, my number one biggest character crush I have for any other fictional character ever, which is Amy Pond from Doctor Who, portrayed by Karen Gillan. I am so predictable. I mean, like, I mentioned Karen Gillan's name so you knew it had to be one of her characters. But she's a perfect character. She really, really is. She has an arc, and she's very, very likable. You understand her character in the midst of storylines that I remember to be very, very confusing, but still, and you root for her because of the performance by an amazing, incredible actress, and when I first saw her, I was like, So, like, in a way, since she obsessed over this figure, this person that she met as a little girl, she later grows up to, like, finally meet once again, to meet face to face her childhood inspiration, her childhood, like, icon. You can tell I'm a huge nerd, and, like, it's not healthy a long time, but I do obsess over a lot of movies, TV shows, and characters, but that's because they do mean a lot to me when done right, and when they speak to me a lot. And just like Amy, how the Doctor in real life, actually, for her, in that Doctor universe, Doctor spoke to her and meant a lot to him, and showcased, like, through drawings and, like, sessions, like, how much he meant to her, and in a way she was a fan of his, a fangirl of his. A figure that she fangirled over to later go on journeys with. That attraction that I have for a character in that aspect is, like, through admiration. I admire how, like, in childhood nostalgia that she had over a figure that she grew nostalgia over, she would grow up to go on adventures with. That just, like A. Gaiman, character from Paulette Goddard, she's also spunky. She's sassy a lot, and she's cynical, and she, I mean, like, when someone, like, is rude to her, she doesn't take it like lying down, but she doesn't do it, like, in a very, very forced manner to me. She did it like a actual person did, to where she doesn't become unlikable and too harsh and mean when she is like, talks back at someone. Everything about her character, though there are some confusing storylines and episodes that probably didn't make sense, I mean, like, what stayed true was her character. And just everything about her sassiness, her cynicalness, her charm, her quick one-liners, her quick wit, Scottish charm, prettiness, and, like, her backstory, but her arc of how, even though, like, I fell in love with how she was a nerd, like, how she grew up, though. She grew up as a person, realized what was really, really lying in front of her. It's such a great backstory and complex character, and just Amy, it sparked me the first hugest character crush I ever had, and what I still have. I still have a huge crush on Amy Pond. So yeah, that's my list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to share your top 15, top 10 fictional character crushes that you did have or still have, comment down below. Keep the conversation going. We shouldn't stop. Let's stop here. Keep the conversation going. Everyone's gonna have a fictional character that they get a crush on or fall in love with, because, like, characters, even though they are just, like, an illusion off of a story that was just constructed by a team of people, still is real to the people that connect with that character, and a character that leaves an impact on a certain person that much. It can be so much more for a different individual. So share that down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me blushing. But yeah, if you liked what you saw here and you want to see more of me talking about movies or some of my own movies, original content, or my own short films, then click the subscribe button. And again, if you like this video, click like for Good Serve Productions. And yeah, follow me on social media, my Twitter account, my Instagram account, my Snapchat account, and Facebook account. Love you all. Thank you for all the support you always give me. And I want you to love yourself, love your families, love your friends, love your acquaintances, love your plus ones, and just love the concept of the word love, you guys. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye!